Good morning. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno. It's the 7th of April 2025. Let's get into it now. We're starting with the latest development in Plateau State, where the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, yesterday visited the state to commiserate with the government and people over the recent gunmen attacks that killed more than 60 people. Mr. Ribadu, who briefed journalists in the state, said this invasion will be the last to be experienced in the state, as assured by President Tinubu. Senior reporter Funam Joshua has more.
The recent attack and killing of over 60 persons, including women and children, across 4 communities in the Bokos Council area of Plateau State has continued to receive attention within and outside the state. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, is in just the Plateau State capital to commiserate with the government and people of the state over the sad event. The NSS first port of call was the government house, where he met with government officials, then met with the General Officer commanding the 3rd Division and Commander Operation Safe Haven, Major General Folusho Inyulola. He then addressed journalists on the happenings and gave an update on the federal government effort in ending insecurity across vulnerable communities. Over 2,000 suspected terrorists arrested within the 2 years of President Tinubu's administration have been prosecuted, as asserted by the NSC.
We are going through tough times, difficult times, but it's not going to be forever. The issue of security is for all of us. All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together for years and decades. I think time has come for us to say enough is enough. We've been following. We have lost many people, but it's not exactly like the figures we see outside. It's not so. But even one soul matters a lot. We will also appeal to the media to always verify and report appropriate, correct situations and what happens. The message I'm here, the one to all the people of Plateau State, an appeal for peace and security and people to live together as one. Once again, also to thank our armed forces and other security services for the work they are doing and the sacrifice they are making on behalf of all of us.
The State Governor Caleb Mutfwang thanked President Bola Tinubu for the swift response and support given to the state following the invasion. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Now, still on Plateau State, the state has experienced recurrent violence rooted in complex issues, including competition over land, ethnicity, religion, and political power. Now, among several incidents, the Plateau Peace Building Agency archives show that as far back as 1992, there was conflict between Mango and Bokos border communities. Many houses and properties were destroyed in boundary disputes, which later became full-blown violence in 1995. Fast forward to the Christmas Eve of 2023, a series of devastating attacks unfolded across communities in Bokos local government area, prompting urgent humanitarian response. Now, according to the International Organization for Migration's Displacement Tracking Matrix, the attack has targeted residents, resulting in the displacement of 1,868 households and 13,310 individuals. Tragically, the attacks claimed 331 lives, left dozens injured, and inflicted damage on thousands of shelters. A combined 400 people or more were killed in violent attacks and reprisals in Barkin Ladi, Bokos, and Mango local governments. Now, between 27th of March and the 4th of April this year, at least 52 people have been confirmed killed in renewed attacks on communities in the Bokos local government area of Plateau State. Now, the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, says President Bola Tinubu's bold vision and pragmatic leadership will transform Nigeria into a better and more vibrant country in no distant future. This projection, according to him, is premised on the robust investments made by the Tinubu administration in healthcare, education, and other critical sectors of the economy. VP Shettima said this when he received a delegation from Big Win Philanthropy, led by its CEO Jamie Cooper, who paid a courtesy visit to the presidential villa in Abuja. On his part, the Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, described the visit by the delegation as thoughtful, saying it is a mark of confidence in the direction of the country led by President Tinubu, supported by Vice President Shetima and other members of the team. The visiting CEO of Big Win Philanthropy said they were at the presidential villa to discuss with the Vice President, acknowledging his role in enhancing nutrition and combating stunted growth in children.
And honestly, Nigeria is not a nation of scarcity. We are a nation defined by potential. We are blessed with abundant natural resources. But our greatest wealth lies in our people, young, dynamic, and determined. We have launched the Health Sector Renewal Investment Initiative, which I believe you must have discussed with Professor Pate.
Big Win Philanthropy gets behind some of the most visionary, ambitious, committed leaders across the continent who are really changing the course for their countries.
Desire and his own vision for Nigeria's future to be one that is peaceful and prosperous. And at the heart of it, it's the people and the people's human capital that depends on education, depends on health, and depends on other ramifications.
Big Win has been supporting various sectors in the country, from the support they've given on Mr. Pate and the Ministry of Nutrition and with a natural with the creative economy.
U.S. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett says more than 50 countries have contacted President Trump to try to negotiate after he announced sweeping tariffs this week. Indonesia and Taiwan say they won't impose retaliatory tariffs, while Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is heading to Washington, D.C. to meet President Trump for trade talks. This comes after a 10% baseline tariff on most U.S. imports kicked in yesterday. Experts warn that the tariffs could push up prices for consumers, but Mr. Trump urges the U.S. to hang tough after market turmoil. We'll take a break now. Stay with us. Later on the show, we'll have the beautiful game where we'll update you with the sporting things or sporting activities that happen across the world. We'll be back after this time out.